Correct. I think one is having those negotiation skill sets. I think negotiation is a very hard skill set to find. Although what I have realized is that a lot of people claim to have it, but based on my own experience working with so many realtors, I think very few people have those really strong negotiation skills. I think apart from negotiation, I think what really helped me was I was very persistent and consistent. I don't give up. So basically, when the negotiation process happens, I try to be staying on top of it and don't give up till I save every penny possible for my client.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest is a realtor in Washington and in Texas, and is the number one realtor for EXP in 2024. Great success. Please welcome Chandra Vennapusa. Chandra, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Dylan. Thanks for having me here.
I have lots of questions. I'm an EXP realtor myself. Funny enough, I actually met my sponsor through EXP on this show, just like I'm meeting you right now.
Yeah.
But before we get into the weeds on scaling in real estate, I want to ask you, like I asked many of the guests on the show, how did you get into real estate?
Yeah. Actually, I did my master's from Texas A&M College Station. And then I worked in corporate industry for many, many years. I worked for Fortune 500 companies, Deloitte, Amazon, Expedia. And while I was buying my first home, I met my realtor. And then after I bought my first home, I felt so happy about achieving something, right? Hard
Yeah.
for me to explain in words like how I felt. So I was thinking like, how about me being on the other side and, seeing those, reactions, right? So seeing those feelings. I felt like the realtor is doing something, really, really good for people like me. And that's
Yeah.
how I started my real estate business. It was the, passion and dedication of how you help achieve others their financial goals, as well as this is like probably the biggest investment for anybody in their entire life.
In their life.
So
And then
I felt so happy about it, and I felt probably I should be on the other side and helping more people.
at that point, when you bought your home and you had a good experience and you said, I want to help people,
Mhm.
did you make a shift quickly? Did you start thinking, how do I exit corporate? What was the transition like?
Yeah, so I started work at that time. I was working for Expedia, and I started, studying for my license. Obviously, there are licensing requirements, and I started doing my certification. And before I could, complete my certification, I moved to Amazon. I got a really good, leadership role in Amazon, and I moved to Amazon. And then after I moved to Amazon, it was extremely challenging. I completed like 75% of the course, and to complete the remaining 25%, it was extremely hard. Amazon, most people that work in Amazon know.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
It's extremely challenging. So I was part of a global team. I had calls starting from 5:30 a.m. in the morning, because I had teams in Asia and Europe and everywhere else, so that we had to interact. And so I completed the certification, through Amazon. While I was in Amazon. But then what happened was that my business ramped up very, very quickly. In the first year we were in business, we did like 60 transactions. That was like kind of a record. Like, as a new realtor, it takes time for you to build a network and understand the nuances of the business and understand how you perform transactions. I was in top 10 realtors in Washington in the first year for my company, which is kind of, unheard of. So business ramped up very, very quickly. And then COVID came, and then I got so busy. Amazon work itself was like two people's full-time job. And then I was doing this, and I was handling everything by myself, like end to end. And we were doing close to, 100 plus transactions every year from second year onwards. So at some point I had to make a decision between corporate and after 4 years into real estate and doing Amazon as well, I had to take a call that, I had to pick one or the other, because it became very challenging to do both. And I was, extremely passionate about real estate, and I loved helping people. And we already did like, 400 or 500 transactions by that time. And, that's how I transitioned full time into real estate. This was June of 2021.
Give me a framework. So you had a job, full-time job. You're up early, working. It's very much consuming in a lot of ways. And at the same point in time, you're scaling a real estate business. You did 60 transactions in your first year. Give me a framework for new agents, how to get their first 60 transactions.
Yeah, I always tell people that you should focus on one transaction at a time. In the sense, I think you should put your 100% into everything that you do. And when you do a good job, I think with that specific transaction, people go and talk about you. So for me, what happened was that the first few transactions I did, I negotiated pretty strongly with the builder. Yeah. And at the end of the transactions, once the community was closed, that specific community was closed, obviously, neighbors talk to each other, right? So they ask, oh, how much did you get? How much did you get? Those kinds of conversations. And a lot of my clients, as well as other people, realized that they got the best deal going through me. So that's how the message spread. So what I would say for new agents is, don't focus on scaling your business right up front, right? Focus on doing the best job possible for each client. So your client is your biggest, marketing tool. They will vouch for you if you do a good job. So focus on specific clients that you get and focus on doing the best job possible.
It sounds like you found a niche in negotiations and negotiating with builders, right? So this is an interesting niche because builders do at some points of the year need to sell, and they may be more willing than at other points to make deals. But also too, if they have a captive buyer and they know that this person is going to shop and they have multiple options, right? In some of these markets, you talk about Washington, you talk about Texas, there's new builds going up everywhere. It feels like in Texas. You were able to make a name for yourself in your circle and in the circles of your clients through those negotiations?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Correct. I think one is having those negotiation skill sets. I think negotiation is a very hard skill set to find. Although what I have realized is that a lot of people claim to have it, but based on my own experience working with so many realtors, I think very few people have those really strong negotiation skills. I think apart from negotiation, I think what really helped me was I was very persistent and consistent. I don't give up. So basically, when the negotiation process happens, I try to be staying on top of it and don't give up till I save every penny possible for my client. I think that's another trait that helped me.
Yeah.
And also, how you negotiate. A lot of realtors, what happens is that they want to close the deal faster and move on to another client, right? So that was not my focus. My focus was how do we ensure that we get the best possible deal for my clients. So I think apart from negotiation, the consistency and being persistent about what you do has helped me quite a bit.
I want to get granular here, Chandra, because 60 deals, 12 months a year, that's 5 deals a month while you have a full-time job working for Amazon, right? In international, it sounds like logistics and teams and very difficult. So how did you manage 60 deals? Did you have an assistant? Did you physically have times where you were, kind of running all over the place to get to a closing, to get to an open house? And how did you physically manage that while having a job?
Yeah, excellent question. So the first 4 years while I was with Amazon and doing real estate, I think my schedule was more like I used to sleep around 12 or 12:30 and then wake up by 5 or 5:30 to take my calls. So I tried to I think I was sleeping very less time compared to what I'm used to because of the fact that there was so much going on. And there are things that you can do offline. You don't have to do during business hours. So I prioritize those tasks later in the evening, at night, so that I can complete those tasks. I was doing everything by myself. I didn't have an assistant. I was doing everything by myself. But I think it's more prioritization of tasks and how you prioritize things. For example, I always prioritize customer interaction activities. So if there is a question from a customer or a call from a customer or anything that is related to customer facing, I always prioritize that as ASAP. And then I deprioritized all those tasks to later in the evening that doesn't require customer facing. Yeah. And the other thing that I did was I think I used different techniques on how to because I have limited time, right? So I had to meet a lot more people at the same time. I tried to do a lot more group meetings with clients. Like for example, if I have to schedule time with a builder and we have to go show a home, most of my clients were comfortable having like multiple clients together, and I take tours for them together with me, right? So that way, I don't. For example, if I have 5 clients, I don't have to spend 5 hours, right? So most of those clients are comfortable. I ask them, hey, are you okay if my other clients join you guys, right? So I had to use different techniques to manage my time, and at the same time deliver more transactions.
I'm picking up on two things here. So first is that it's possible to manage a lot of deal flow, even in potential downtime or time aside from a job. I think there's a lot of realtors that would like to scale to 60 deals in one year, and that's how you started. So I want to point that out and point out how impressive that is. But then, tangent to that, it sounds like you also found a niche with new ground up construction and selling from developers, because you could kill so many birds with one stone. You could bring people into.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
A new area and say, hey, a lot of these homes may be similar, or this is, the floor plan, so to speak. And then you could have multiple people coming through
Yeah.
the new build, versus if you have a one-off, a property that's been flipped, or, a home that someone is selling that may not be in an area that has a lot of other homes that are being listed, then you have to drive around more. Is that accurate? You were selling a lot of
That's
new
correct.
builds.
Yeah, I started with a lot of new builds because also the learning curve for new builds is a lot, a little bit less compared to resale. Because with new builds, you have the builder's agent and you are coordinating with them. They help you with some tasks. So for ramping up, it really helped me, and also from a learning perspective as well. Of course, that really helped me to build large network because I was selling so many newer constructions at that time. And that helped me to get a lot of resale home clients afterwards. Of course, I never prioritize which one I do, but it so happened for me, it started with new builds, and then because of the network I built in the new builds, I started getting a lot of clients who were looking for resales.
I have to use that strategy. I have to go look into the new builds, and I think I have a small network, and a good buddy of mine. We're both getting started as realtors,
Uh,
and we may both now look into this. I want to pivot a bit here, Chandra, and ask you about scaling from 60 transactions up, and the processes that you put in place in order to go beyond 60. 60 is a lot. But then I'm imagining you said, okay, I'm going to go full time. How do I go full time? Did you change anything in marketing, in allocation of uh, your energy in order to scale beyond 60? Or was it doing, in a lot of ways, more of the same?
yeah, so that's an excellent question, Dylan. Obviously, I was trying to do most of the work by myself initially for the first few years. But I think, when I thought about, quitting full-time corporate job and becoming a full-time realtor, I started thinking about how can I scale my business more, right? So I started hiring, people that help me with, documentation, and also, started taking help from, people who could help me with a lot of agent assistant activities. So definitely that really helped me to focus my time more on customer service and have my assistants help with documentation and taking care of, back office work. That is,
It's huge.
yeah, that is definitely something that I did. And in terms of marketing, right? So I'll be very honest with you. I think people are very surprised and, kind of shocked when I say that I don't do a lot of marketing. I don't, to be honest. Of course, I've been changing and evolving. I can't keep doing the same thing. So I'm starting to do more, marketing and things like that now. But in the past, when I went into full time, also I was not focused so much on marketing because I was always focused on serving the clients well, and they always, made sure that I get more clients.
That's
And
right.
some of my clients referred, 10 to 15 of their friends and families so far. I have so many clients. Think about like, one person going and referring you to, 10, 15 deals, not just referrals. They actually bought homes with me.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of, trust we have built with our clients. I think that's something that really helped us to scale, very, very fast.
The best endorsement is referral, and referral that closes, well, that's just going to net more and more referrals. We are coming up on time here, Chandra. Where can folks go if they're interested in reaching out to you? Maybe they are looking at homes where you're licensed, Washington and in Texas. Maybe they are a realtor along the journey and would like your feedback on maybe what they can do to improve. How can folks get in contact with you?
Yeah, they can reach out to my number. Um, and I also have social media sites. We have social media site in Facebook. I'm in Zillow. I'm in Instagram. So more than happy to share those links with you, Dylan, if they want to reach out to me. You can just search for my name in Google, and I think you will find most of these websites. And we also have a Google business page, so you can reach out to us that way as well.
Chandra, thank you so much for coming on the show here today.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Dylan, for having me here. And I really enjoyed the conversation.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.